Hello, Messiah, Texas, and welcome to this week's Testimony Tuesday. It's Cameron Serrano, and today I'm going to talk about my testimony in regards to preteen camp and being the preteen rec leader. So I was asked a few months before we had started preteen if I was going to be involved in preteens at all, and I was like, yeah, I would. And as most of y'all know who have been to events, I'm usually a worship team or something like tech, behind the scenes, stuff like that. Well, this time they had asked me to be the rec leader, and I was like, the what? Because it's a hefty job. If you've ever talked to Brandon about it, a lot of you people that would know, and a lot of you people that serve on the rec team, that it's hard. And I only had half the students, not even, of what the rec team endures, so big shout out to them. But I was asked to be the rec leader, and I was like, you know what, sure, let's try it. Let's stretch out a little bit. And so in doing that, I recruited two people, Noah Parker and Lily Reeves. If you know them, you love them. They're great. And I think I'm going to have them back as well this year. But kind of the testimony part of this is going to be more about how I was stretched in my role, because I've never done this before. I've never even been I've helped set up rec games, but I've never been in charge. So that was a very, very odd thing to me whenever they asked, but I was like, you know what, let's do it. And so I meet with my team, and then we set up a plan and all that. And one thing that I realized once camp had started was that sometimes games don't go as planned, or the weather takes away certain aspects. So one night I had a game plan in the field, and I think it rained really bad, and so the field was super muddy. And so I was like, well, crap, what are we gonna do? There's kids trying to play games, and now the field isn't open, so what am I supposed to do? And so that had me stressing a lot. And then luckily a lot of the lead members and even my team members, Noah and Lily, would just reassure me, hey, it's fine, there's no need to stress. Yeah, I don't know. And so we ended up moving it from the field just to a covered pavilion. That way none of the kids would slip or anything. But this was just a huge stretch, and the biggest stretch is patience. That was the biggest stretch it was for me. So this camp really, in this role specifically, helped me along with patience, because with younger kids, they have their thoughts and their ideas, and they like to express that, which is great. But sometimes it takes them a long time going on with the story and all that, and it sometimes can get just super long. And so as someone who's not the best at patience, it is very difficult. But I really think that whole week helped stretch me out in dealing with situations like that. And instead of just blowing up and getting angry, I would just be calm, still, and listen. And also too, just with the with the kids and all that, it helped me see kind of a new perspective on camp, because up until that point I had always been a camper. Unless I was at young adult camp, then I was tech team or worship team. But every other camp I had been to was geared towards me, and so this gave me the opportunity for the first time to actually pour out instead of being poured into, and it was a really cool experience. And I'm looking forward to preteen camp this next year in June, I believe. Our dates are all on Messiah Texas's Instagram or on our website, and the ages are from 10 to 12. And so if you have any preteens, or if you are a preteen, registration opens January 1st, so please come have a look at it, and we would love to have you register. And if you have any questions or anything, you can just hit up Messiah Texas. Thank you guys so much for listening to my Testimony Tuesday, and I really hope to see a bunch of you preteens there for camp. Remember, sign up January 1st. All right, love you guys. Bye.